Alright everybody, and welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be taking a look at another brand new 2022 Lemax BA Freyed Clocksmith. Let's get into it! Okay, so the BA Freyed Clocksmith, this one is really a nice package for what you're going to pay for it and what you're going to get. So we're going to go over that. But let's start with some of the facts. It was released, of course, in 2022. SKU number off the top, 25851. Now for some dimensions. We have 9.45 inches high, 6.22 inches wide, and 4.45 inches in depth. Product type, lighted building, and it is made of porcelain. Now let's talk power. This is going to be a classically lit house. That's right, the old school, what is it, like a C9 style bulb or something? I estimate that it draws about 7 watts. As for your switch, is going to be a standard on-off switch on the cable that is included, which is always nice. Now let's talk price. We have $41.99 to $59.99. So look to where you're going to buy it. Use your coupons if available. Try to get it, in that 40 range, maybe even less with the coupon. I know things at the time of filming this video have begun going on sale, so you might even be able to get it cheaper now. But anyways, when they came out, that's kind of where they averaged. As for the weight, I kind of feel like I'm going to estimate it again. These are estimates on the weight here. I think it's probably about 2 pounds or so. Okay, so that about wraps up all of the facts. So now it's time we take a closer look. So starting from the top here, so this is going to be one of those jam-packed detail kind of houses. So here we go. You'll see right off the top of the roof that the detail in the actual roofing is fantastic. Every little edge detail was done correctly, and it's very, very authentic looking. There's also a chimney up there and some overall colors, not super colorful, but definitely some trim differences, for what it is, very nice. Moving to the top face of the house, this is where things start to get exciting. There's this skull with this bat thing coming out. It's like a bat skull. I have no idea. It almost looks like a broken clock gear, to be honest with you. But really cool. It's a nice little topper. And then right below that is also this pterodactyl looking monster thing. Really cool. I think it's supposed to be like a cuckoo clock, but it's like a spooky town cuckoo clock, if you will. Also, I want to draw your attention to the brickwork. You're going to notice it the whole way through. Very detailed and kind of authentic looking, if I might say so myself. I was really blown away in person by how detailed this thing was and how the stuff that was here, how they really went in with and carved out all those little things to show age, to show depth, all these things. It is there. And also, if you look closely, there is some spider web going on behind the pterodactyl looking guy. So again, a nice little topper. Okay, moving on to one of the stars of the show. It's going to be the clock itself. Now listen, it does not move. I know I've seen that question out and about in the different places. The clock doesn't move. Yes, it would have been cool. No, the eyes don't light up. Yes, that would have been cool. However, guys, this clock is nice, and it almost has this 3D appearance in person. I don't know why. It's something to do with the imaging of the skull. Really creative way to take the space and make great use of it. The clock is perfect size for this house, and surrounded by that brickwork and the spider webs, this one is really a hit. I mean, it really is. Next up, there's going to be these Grim Reaper style skeleton characters on each side. Again, the detail is everywhere, and they're nice toppers to complete each section. Okay, so let's move on to the sign itself, the BA Freyed Locksmith. So there's been a little controversy about this sign, and not because of the image itself, but if you look here at mine, you'll see that it looks like some chunks of the logo are missing. It is not meant to be that way. There are these little moisture packs, I think is what they are, packed in the boxes. And for some reason this year, a lot of us have been having an issue where when you open the box, the moisture pack melted to the logo sign and so when you remove it, it just yanks off the sign, basically, the sticker of the sign or whatever that is. So that's been an ongoing problem for this particular house. Not everybody, but definitely a decent amount of us out there have been having this issue. So, when you buy any Lemax house, Department 56 house, I have a rule. Anytime I'm in store, I always open the box before I leave. I'll check out, I'll shake it, check out, open the box, and make sure that everything is how it's supposed to be. So look, in this particular case, it didn't bother me so much because I kind of enjoyed the look. It kind of fit the rest of the house that way. But nonetheless, if you're looking for that, perfect box image, yeah, definitely check on that for this particular house, and always do due diligence when purchasing a house from your local store. Okay, so looking at the base here now, there is again a lot to see. So there's everything from more clocks. There's like a grandfather style clock, which is beautifully detailed as well. There's also like some part like hat pumpkin wearing, almost, I think they're clocksmith kind of style pumpkins, if you will, if that's a thing. There's some signs, like the witching hour, I believe is what it says. I think that's a play maybe off of a past house, if I remember right. Also, there is another clock located on the left there. But again, looking at that brickwork, or now maybe it's more like stonework here. Beautiful, guys. Beautiful. Like, I did not expect for a classically lit porcelain house in this price range to get something that was so in depth. I mean, really, I can't drive that home enough. Now, to the main star of the show, the clocksmith himself. If you look through the big window, it's a big window here. There is a scene inside. I like that, the little scenes inside the windows. I think it adds depth to the house. There's a bunch of clocks in there. You can see that he's presently working on a clock. Cool figure. It kind of fits the scaling of the house to some degree, I think. If you're looking through the window, it does feel natural to me. He's got his, workbench in there. It's really cool and pretty detailed. Another thing I want to bring your attention to is the base. If you look of that stone pathway, this detail in the base is just as good as the stonework on the very top and all the way through. That is the theme. For the money on this house, bang for your buck on detail alone. As for the sides of your house, there is going to be detail there as well. It's more of like this red contrast color, which is really nice. I like the contrast. It looks good from all different angles. Again, there's even some spider webs hidden in there. I mean, all kinds of things, that really tie this house in. So let me give you some final thoughts. When we're looking at the entry-level price point for the collections each year, a lot of times they are just standard lit buildings, and in this case, it is. However, this is one of those ones that's going to surprise you when you see it in person. I was kind of staying away from it in the beginning because I was like, it's kind of, it's going to be plain, simple. I'd rather have something with all this animation and things like that. And, it was like $50-$60. I think it was $60 at Michael's at the time. I was like, I don't know, however, when I went in there, I got it with a 40% off coupon anyways, I believe. But however, I was blown away by the level of detail at this tier of a house. I mean, it was crazy cool. I think you're really going to enjoy this one, especially if you like the clock theme in general. Oh yeah, this is going to be a total win for you, especially at that price point. So super shout out to Lemax for putting this one together. They did a great job. Thank you as always. I'm going to go ahead and hit the lights here so you can see it in all of its glory. So thank you, and please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next one.